Now, all of that said, let's move into the final. This is probably one of the most important, least leveraged parts of the entire process. This is your launch team. So one of the important things that you do when you launch a book, when you launch a course, when you launch a new program is you work through, whether it's an event, whatever it is, you work through a launch team. Again, it is a least leveraged, most important part of the process. Let's talk about who is on the launch team. I think in this one, I've got an A, B, C, and D. A, who is on the launch team? Your launch team is friends who want to help you launch, as well as fans and affiliates. Now, I talked about affiliates back up in one of the weeks up below or up above. Affiliates are people that are going to get a percentage off of what they lead and drive traffic to for your sales. Here's the important part here. You do not want dead weight on this team. Now, I'm not saying people are dead weight or people are unimportant. What I am saying is you want to make sure that every member of the team is invested. It's better to have a smaller team that wants to help rather than a larger team that's mixed, because you need to know who to focus on and run with for the 6 weeks leading up to your launch. That's what this is. Now, the launch team meetings are going to be the way to rally the team, build momentum, and more. A lot of times people say, well, these people won't get on my launch team meeting or they won't show up. If they're not going to show up to the meeting, they're probably not going to help you launch the book. They may say, oh, I'll be on your team, but I can't come to the meeting. Listen, that's true for a few people, but if they're not willing to get on a well rehearsed, well thought out, well planned through, value driven launch meeting, especially if they're a creator or they're a content producer, because what they're going to be doing is they're going to be wanting to learn how to. That's the people that are generally going to push back. It's people that write and people that influence and people that create. Oh, I don't have time to do it. The best people that do that, they're going to want to be on it because they're going to want to be in the meeting and learn what you're doing. And they're going to be critiquing it in some way, going, okay, I like the way they did that. Oh, I picked up a point there. I don't like the way that. Okay, that's great. And they're going to help you because they're helping you because they want to learn. Every launch team that I've gotten on ever, it was in large part because I believed in the person and also because I wanted to learn the process of what they were doing. And some of them did it really, really well. Some of them, it's like, hey, you could have done that better, but you just kind of learn. And they're probably like I was. They're in the process. I'm still learning. Now, these meetings, most people that aren't content creators, they're going to get on your meeting, especially if you're doing well. It's the content creators. They're going to be like, oh, sometimes they have an artificially inflated sense of, how much they have to do and how little time they have to do it. Yeah, they'll get on the meeting. They want to learn. All right. Each of the following meetings should last about 15 minutes, or you could say, or less. If 15 minutes, you dismiss them. You start on time, you stop on time. If they have questions, hey, the meeting's over. I'm going to hang here as long as you need until all your questions are answered. That's kind of how you run it. Don't take a bunch of questions during the meeting. You get in, you have fun, share the info you need to give them, and then be done. Get in, get out, stay as long as they need till it's finished. T minus 6 weeks. Here's what you do. You thank them for joining the team. You confirm the dates and the times that are all listed out on and by below. I mean, when the meetings are, and I mean, when you're launching and all that. You give them a short overview of what you'll do in those meetings that are coming up. Hey, we're meeting T minus 4. We're meeting T minus 3. We're meeting, here's the time. Here's the Zoom link. The same link for every time. That's kind of what you do, or whatever meeting software that you're using. And you say, hey, if you know somebody, you can invite them to join. And I'm gonna give them some free stuff. And by the way, you continue recruiting as well. T minus 4 weeks. So you got a week off. T minus 4. Explain the importance of the pre-launch phase and how it works. Watch the Amplify training on launching before you meet with them so they know what you're talking about. I'm not going to go into it all right here. Let them know that you're going to be sharing podcast episodes, blogs, videos, whatever you're using. Let them know for the next few weeks. Even give them the dates that, hey, this day I'm releasing this. This day I got this podcast episode. This day I got that. Let them know when you share it. Oh, you want them to comment. You want them to repost some of it. You're really warming up the list. T minus 3. Supply each of them with an ebook version of your book during the call if you haven't already done so. Now, What I like to do as soon as they join, I like to automatically send them the information. They join, they fill out a form, so I got them all on one email list, and that's kind of confirmed. And I know you go, well, they won't fill out the form. If they're not going to go to the trouble to fill out a form that has name, email address, that's it. If they're not going to go to that trouble, it needs to be kind of a gatekeeper right there. If they won't do that, they are not going to do the other stuff on this list. So you kind of got to get over that and not tiptoe around it and not make it easy and go, oh, I really want this person on my launch team. Well, you don't really if they're not going to do anything, because they'll be the person to ask you questions or all this kind of stuff, but then they don't do anything. So they won't fill out the form. No. Supply each of them with an ebook version in week T-3 if you haven't already done so. Also, go ahead and show them some of the graphics that you're going to use during launch week and provide them to them. This is the point too, to provide them with a swipe file of the copy. Now, a swipe file it's either a Word document, it's a note, it's an email. You literally send them some text of what they can share, and you can say, hey, you don't have to share this. You can post something in your own words, but you can adjust this or use this, and you'll be shocked how many of them will actually copy and paste what's there. You just need to make sure that in the swipe file, it has like where to buy the book. It needs a link. Let's put that here. It needs a link. Make it easy for them. Most of these people are not writers. They're not copy editors. They're not marketers. The ones that are, they'll even appreciate having the running start. So go ahead and make all of that easy for them. Again, provide them with a swipe file of the copy. That's what we say right there at the bottom. Okay, provide them with the swipe file of the copy. T-2 weeks, explain the bumps and upsells. What's being offered? Hey, somebody's going to buy the book, and then it's going to offer them this, and I've got that. And then here's what you need to do. Give them all immediate access to one of those products as a bonus and a thank you. So if kind of the bump is going to be the audiobook, so hey, you guys already have the ebook. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to email you all right now access to the audiobook, so they got it. Or you email them, hey, there's a little 3-video course that we're going to make available. We haven't even announced this or shown it anywhere yet. I'm going to make that available to you. Like, you all have access to it right now. You can log into my website and you've got it. So it's just a thank you. It's to encourage them to use it. And that's big. Encourage them to use it so they can begin talking about it during the pre-launch week and the actual launch week. Hey, I got the audiobook of this. So while you're promoting the book, they're even talking about some of the other stuff that's available on the backside. So give them all immediate access right there. That's what we're saying. Give them all immediate access to one of those products as a bonus, as a thank you. Let them use it. T-1 week. Again, these meetings are all 15 minutes or less. Of course, you start on time, you stop on time, and then you say, hey, if anybody's got any questions, I'm going to stay here as long as you want. And you answer questions about the launch. You answer questions about the book. You answer questions about the topic in the book. You coach them, you train them if that's what they want after you dismiss that meeting. T-1. Show them what you got planned for that week, when you're going live, etc. Show them your schedule. Encourage them to share something on their social media feeds, email lists if they have them, about what they've learned from your book, from the audio book, the videos, other things. Hey, and you might even just supply them more swipe files. Here's 10 things you learned in the book. Hey, choose one and post a picture. Choose one and just share it. The day before, the night before, thank them again, remind them of what they've agreed to do. One of the things I like to do is do some giveaways for people that are on the launch team. So every time we're there live in the meeting, just kind of draw and say, hey, so-and-so, you got this. Hey, okay, I'm going to send you this course right now, unrelated. Or, hey, I'm going to send you this hat or this swag, or we're going to send you a gift card. What's your favorite restaurant? You send them a gift card, something like that. Spend a little bit on your launch team. You'd be surprised how much $100 can do with little pizza gift cards, Domino's Pizza, stuff like that, Papa John's. You'd be surprised like what a $25 Chili's gift card will do, or a gift card to the Cheesecake Factory, Amazon, whatever. Take care of the launch team, because I guarantee you they are going to lead you to people that are going to make some sales that you otherwise wouldn't have gotten in touch with. Think of that as a marketing expense. Now, with the launch team, talked about who they are, talked about the meetings. Next thing is 5 things the members of your launch team commit to doing. And then we're going to talk about 5 things you commit to doing for them. So, number 1, they react to each of your posts during the pre-launch and launch week. That's 2 weeks. They got to be on, and they're going to react. That's why you want to share with them what you're doing. Hey, when y'all see this video, man, if you can reshare it or like it, they don't have to re-like or reshare, or repost, or just tell them to do one of those things to it. If they can repost one, great. If they're on Facebook, let them do Facebook. If they're on Instagram, let them just do Instagram or stories as well. Have them comment on some and reshare some. That is a massive help. They don't have to do everything on every post. They just need to do something on every post. They can do this through the entire pre-launch, but it's especially important if they only can do it at one time. Get them all doing it, especially during the launch week. Okay, they can do it anytime, especially during launch week. The next thing, number 2, they want to buy the book the week of the launch. Okay, have them, yes, buy the book. Now, this is one of the reasons why you are giving them free access early on, as well as some of the upsells. You want to give them, in my opinion, you want to give them 30, 40, 50 bucks worth of value, of just retail value. Here's a tip. If you set the price on Kindle, they can buy it the week of the launch for as low as 99 cents from Kindle. And if they do that, here's why it's important, because it allows them to have a verified Amazon review. Now, we're not primarily pushing this book through Amazon, but Amazon shovels up content to potential buyers in the future based on what buyers like them in the past have bought. And they do so more if there are more reviews on the book. So what you want to do is get people that are like your target audience, which happens to be people that are on your launch team. You want to get them reviewing the book and buying the book, so that book is showed to other people. It increases the, I would say, the tail behind the launch. If they don't want to grab it on Amazon, have them purchase the resource through your sales sequence and just get them to test it for you. Give them a coupon code to where they can get it. That's even something you can do if you've got all this set up on the front end. You can even give them an individual coupon code and test the sequence and test the emails and things for you. Number 3 is you want them to leave that review on Amazon, which you can collect. You can add to your webpage. You can get a screen grab of it. You can use it in your email funnels. You can use it on social media. But you want them to leave that review on Amazon. You want them to purchase it so that ideally it is a verified review from a verified purchaser. Now, anybody can go purchase, or anybody can go leave a review on Amazon. So even if they get it off your sales sequence, they can go leave a review on Amazon. And I would even build that into the sales sequence. Hey, you got this book. Will you go leave this review on Amazon? And you could even give them a free gift in exchange for the review, something like that. Up to you. But Amazon weights those verified. You'll see this now. You'll see verified purchaser status on the reviews. So that's why we want them to buy it off Amazon. Again, even if they buy a 99-cent Kindle, we're not trying to extract a bunch of sales from our launch team. Remember, rather than getting one sale from that person, and they share that, and you have them share with 10, 100, 1,000 people, some of those people are going to purchase. That's better, right? To lead us. So that's the strategy. Number 4, the day your book goes live, we want them to post an I bought the book type of post. Now, you've already given them the digital, so they've got the graphics. They've got a picture of them. They can hold up their Kindle, or they can hold up their ebook, or they can hold up by their computer, or they can post a graphic, or they can, any of the above. Have them post an I bought the book the day the book goes live. Be sure to share the link and tag you. That means you got to be following them on Facebook and Instagram so they can tag you. And then this is a bonus if they haven't. And now not all of them are going to be able to do number 5, but if they have an email list, have them push the content through their email list. Get them to send out, an email maybe 2 days before the launch, day before the launch, day of the launch, kind of that 1, 2, 3 punch sequence. And if they have an email list, they will know exactly how to do that. You will not have to coach them on that. If you have to coach them on that, they don't really have the asset to do that. And that's okay. You just kind of let them move on. Here are finally, in closing, 5 things to give every member of your launch team. This is what they need from you. They need free access to the digital version of your book immediately. Now, you can send them a hard copy. I think this one is sufficient right there. Give them free access to the digital version of the book instantly. Number 2, give them any other bonus you want to give them, such as the audiobook. Now, you saw that I suggested you do that during one of the meetings. So instantly give them this digital version. Later on, add this when you're explaining kind of the sell sequence, the bumps and the upsells. Here's kind of sort of the strategy. So, hey, let me give you this right now. You might have had a chance to look at the book. If you've done that, great. This will make more sense to you. If you haven't had a chance to look at the book, just start here and give them an audiobook or some kind of course or something that goes with it. Number 3 is give them clear instructions to what they're committing to. So what I would do is I would have a landing page, very simple, join the launch team for the release of, Soul Wholeness workbook. I got to think of a better name for that. I'm working on it right now. Here's what you commit to, and you just kind of lead them through that thing. Number 1, you're going to react to the post during the launch week. Number 2, you're going to show up for all these meetings. Number 2, or hey, maybe number 1 is you're going to show up for all these meetings, and then hey, you're going to react to each of these posts. And then hey, you know what? You and I just need to add that on. We just need to say, let's just say, show up for the meetings. So this is what they're committing to. So now it is, okay, let's just change this. 6 things they are committing to. So how about that? Man, we're like changing this stuff in real time while we're teaching, which means we got to go back all the way to the top of the training here and say about the launch team. Okay. And then when I talk about the launch team, we got down here, what is the launch team doing? Okay, who they are. All right, we're good. Okay, so now 6 things they commit to. Number 1, you just have this on the landing page. You're going to react to the posts. You can put this in any order you want to. Number 2, you're going to buy the book the week of the launch. Let them know, hey, I'll have this for 99 cents for you. Number 3, leave a review on Amazon. Number 4, post an I bought the book the day of the book going live. Go ahead and tell them what day it's going live. Number 5, push the email through the list if you got one. Number 6, hey, show up for the meetings. And you just go ahead and tell them, hey, here's when the meetings are. Here's what I'm doing. They'll be 15 minutes or less, that kind of thing. And man, if you're clear on that on the front end and they join, you got a solid lead right there. Okay, free access to the digital version immediately. You can give them bonus that you want them to have, such as the audiobook, to give them in that meeting, clear instructions as to what they're committing to. That's the rabbit trail that I just took. 4, access to you. A lot of these people are going to buy into the launch team because they can't afford your coaching, or they just want to learn from you, or they just like you. Okay, so great. The last 6 weeks here that you're launching this book, give these people access to you and allow them to build that relationship. I tell you this, you're going to meet some friends through this that you wouldn't otherwise know, that are going to become good, trusted friends that you're going to be able to reciprocate and at some point help them. They're going to help you even more in the future. 5, you owe them excellence. So start and stop meetings on time. Give them good copy, give them good graphics, etc. Give them an actual schedule. Do it with excellence. And again, about these meetings starting and stopping on time, boomerang back to number 4, stop the meeting on time. Hey, I told you this meeting was going to go from 12 to 12:15. So this meeting is going to go from 4 to 4:15 or whatever, 8 o'clock to 8:15, whatever it is. Stop it on time, but then give them access. Hey, I'm here. I'm available. If you got questions, comments, you need anything, I'm going to hang on until the last person leaves. Okay? Excellence. I would say this too. Be sure that you follow back each of these team members, react, comment on each of their posts throughout this launch season. And remember, if they're going to tag you, they can't do that unless you've got those settings correct on your social media. Here's the pro tip. You never know who the ones who have smaller audiences are connected to. So don't turn down people on the launch team. So what I'm saying is there are a lot of people out there that are like my mom and dad right now. My dad's got this book we're about to roll out. He says, I don't have a big group of followers. I don't have, the email list and stuff you have. No, he does not. What he has is 50 years of doing ministry with a high level of integrity. And so you don't have any idea who he's connected to. He doesn't have the assets in the same form that I've got them. But so he's got a very small online audience email list, but a massive connection to other people. There are a lot of people that that are like that. Each relationship is vital. You'll find that some of the people with the quote smallest online followings are the most helpful. They'll take that time to help you even more so than the people with the larger email lists. Okay, so each of these relationships are important. You don't ever know where any of them are going to lead or kind of what influence they actually have. Just invite them all in. It doesn't take any more energy for you to have 10 people in those meetings than to have three. Arguably, the more you have, the more energy that comes in there. You can serve 100 on a Zoom at the same level you can serve the 10. So just allow all those people to be in there. Here's, as we conclude this, what you now know. And again, let me remind you to look down in the show notes at the very bottom. There's some links to some other suggested trainings for you. You now know 5 reasons a planned launch works best. You now know the 5 months before you launch your book, week by week in reverse order of what you should do, how to tackle it leading up to your launch. You know what to do post launch, how to cross the finish line and keep running without dropping the ball before you hit the goalpost and score. You now know about the launch team, which I really believe is one of the most important and least leveraged parts of this entire process. If you have comments or questions or any other thing, you know how to get in touch with me. I'm here to help you multiply and monetize your message. I'm Andy Jenkins. I will talk with you again soon.